guys, Shelly here. Today's tutorial is going to be a fun holiday 2012 look. As you can see, it's a bit of a brown smoky eye with a bright red lip, which I think goes great with a lot of the fall winter fashions that came out. And I think you can actually adapt it to a day look if you wanted to, just probably don't do the bright lip instead. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and always please comment and let me know what you want to see and what worked, what didn't work. I've already applied my foundation and now can get to work on the eyes. Apply Benefit Stay Don't Stray primer all over your eyelids. Place a small amount on the back of your hand to help warm up the product. Primer will help to keep your eye makeup color vibrant and from settling into the crease. Using your ring finger, gently work the primer all over your eyes. For this look, ensure you get the primer to the inner corners and up to the brow bone. You are going to use all that space when you start blending your shadows. Don't forget to do your other eye as well. Take a nude matte shadow and place it all over your eyelids. Load up your brush with the color and tap out your brush to remove any excess. This will help to minimize shadow fallout to your face. I like to pat it on initially and smooth it over. Since my eyelid area is quite small, I like to take the color slightly above the crease to help it show. I'll be using Coastal Scents 88 palette for this tutorial. This palette has to be one of the best beauty bargain buys out there. The colors are highly pigmented and you can't beat the variety you get with the palette. And the best part is, right now, it is on sale for $10.82. Next, using a MAC 224 brush or any blending brush, apply a matte medium brown eyeshadow to the hollows of your eyes. Load up your brush. In addition to tapping out the excess, sometimes I like to blot the brush onto a tissue or the back of my hand just to ensure the color is evenly spread. Use a gentle windshield wiper motion when applying the shadow. If you have a hard time finding your hollows, feel for your brow bone and then move your fingers down until you feel your eye area going in. This indentation is your hollow. Don't worry about blending the brown color yet with the nude one. By applying it in that gentle sweeping motion, we can definitely build up the color until the point where your hollows are clearly defined. Take the color from the outer corners to the inner corners. This will help you later on with your smoky effect when we start to layer on the darker brown shadow. Just keep blending and blending and blending that matte brown color into your hollows so you can definitely see it. Once you finish one side, move on to your other eye. Now we're going to layer on a dark brown color to the eyes. Take the same brush we used to apply the new shadow and load it up with a dark brown color. I do apologize. I pointed out the wrong color in the video. It should be the brown color below the one I pointed to. Apply this color to your outer corner and to your crease. However, if your eyes are on the smaller side like mine, you may want to apply the color slightly above the crease. Again, don't worry about blending the color into the medium and nude colors just yet. We'll do that very soon. Just keep patting on that color to define the outer corner and the area at your crease or above your crease. Now is the fun and most important part. We are going to blend. I like to blot my MAC 222 brush on the clean portion of the back of my hand before I blend. This gives the brush some warmth and spreads out the bristles. I like to start at the outer corner and blend the dark brown with the medium brown at the hollows. I then begin to pull down the dark color to the eyelid and blend it with the nude color. During the blending process, I like to blot out the brush again in order to clean off any excess that may have built up. Just keep swiping and swirling gently. Remember, don't press too hard. If you press too hard, it will make the color streaky and we don't want that. Keep blending until there are no more harsh edges. Now you don't have to use a MAC brush to do this. I just prefer it since I've already purchased one, but you can use any clean blending brush of your choice. Just make sure you haven't used it at all throughout this whole process. Once you've blended your brown colors, apply a light peach color to your brow bone to highlight it. Again, use a blending brush and apply it in a sweeping motion. Be sure to blend it with the edge of the medium brown color. This will further soften the edges and emphasize the rest of the colors below the brow bone. Use a light hand when blending always. I like to take it from the outer corner to the inner corner to further soften it, and it really creates a very pretty effect. Now we are going to line our eyes. I personally like to use a gel liner and an angle brush for my liner. Dab off any excess gel by blotting it onto the back of your hand. This also helps to warm up the product, which makes it easier to apply. I want to get the liner close to my lash line, so I am applying it in a dabbing motion. I am just following the natural shape of my eye. I'm keeping the outer corner slightly thicker than the inner corner in order to help make my eyes look slightly bigger. Keep doing this until you fully line both eyes. I'm going to fill in my brows with Anastasia's brow powder in Brunette. Obviously, I love this stuff. It's almost practically gone. I was using the lighter side more before since my hair color was light, but now since I went darker, I mix both sides. I start at the middle of the brow since that tends to be the sparsest area and work the color out. I think this gives it a more even application. I also concentrate the color at the root and blend it up. If at any time I feel that I've applied too much powder, I just take my brow brush and run it through my brows gently. This helps to remove any excess that may have built up on the hair. You don't want your brows to be too dominant in this look since our eyes aren't that heavy. It's a nice smoky look, but it's not heavily smoked out. If you want to too, you can use a brow pencil to do this. I just tend to like to use powders. Keep blending and blending and blending in order for you to get that nice darkened brow look. Now I'm going to highlight under the brows with Yves Saint Laurent's highlighter pen. I love this stuff. I use it to highlight the high points on my face that I want to stand out, like under the brow bone, bridge of the nose, inner corner of the eyes. Highlighting basically makes your face brighter and lifts everything up. See how much more arched and lifted the brows look once the highlighter is applied. All makeup application is about contrasting light with the dark in order to showcase the good and hide the bad. Line your lower waterline with the same dark brown color we used in the crease above. I like to wet the angle brush first with a setting spray. Make sure to wipe off any excess before you dip it into the color. Follow the natural shape of your eye when applying the color. Again, I like to make the outer corner a bit thicker than the inner corner. I like using the dark brown instead of black for this look in order to keep the eyes soft and not overly smoky. I apologize that when I was filming this, I didn't realize that part of my eye was cut off and you couldn't see me applying the shadow to the lower lash line, but I basically followed the waterline and then I just slightly thickened it at the outer corners just to make it a little bit more smoky at the edge. Apply a pink blush to your cheekbones. I like to place the blush slightly above where the apple of your cheeks start in order to keep the face looking lifted even when you're not smiling. Again, makeup is all about lifting and highlighting your best features. Keep the blush on the cheekbone and blend. If you feel like your rosacea is acting up that day, use a peach blush instead. It will definitely help to conceal the redness instead of highlighting it. Because of time constraints, I've gone ahead, curled my lashes, applied volumizing mascara, and red cherry lashes in number 1. I will do a false lash tutorial very soon. Here, I'm just touching up my liner to conceal the false lash line. To finish up the look, apply a red lip liner and lipstick. Here I am using MAC lip pencil in cherry. You want to keep the lips looking bright, so do not choose a lip color with brown or orange undertones. Don't worry if you don't draw on your lips perfectly, we will blend it out with the lipstick. I'm using Yves Saint Laurent's Rouge Pour Couture lipstick in 01. I love the color and finish of this lipstick. It's moisturizing but not overly shiny. You want to keep the lipstick more on the matte side. Blend the lipstick and pencil with a lip brush. Be sure to follow your natural lip line. If you have any discoloration around the lips, you can slightly go outside your lip line with the color to conceal it, or you can use a concealer to hide it and emphasize your natural line. Blot off any excess with the tissue. And there you have it, your lips are done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It is a beautiful, glamorous look that you can rock at any party or event. Again, please rate, comment, subscribe, and continue to ever be so stylish.